Hey, what's up everybody? Just wanted to show you how easy it is to get some pretty good looking cross sections here in Danomics. So let's get started. All I've done so far is I've loaded up some log data, some tops, and some headers. And to make a cross section, all I really need to do is I just need to make a new project here. I'm just going to call this cross section. Right, now that we have that open, I just grab these databases that I loaded earlier. And you can see it populates my map here with those. So I'm just going to get this out of the way here. So we got some room to work. Let's zoom in. All right, we see we have a handful of items here. I'm going to take a quick look at a structure map here just to see where I've got data so far. Okay, so there we go. First thing I can do is I can come over here to my cross section window. And you'll notice I didn't have to do anything. It automatically draws a cross section for me that covers all the wells. This cross section is just marching back and forth across the map. You can see that as I scroll, the little red line here is following where we are. All right, well, this is an auto cross section. We do have some controls over it though. Let's say I wanted to reorient this guy. I could come here, click on this, and say, hey, instead of being at 90 degrees, let's make that go 180 degrees. Um, boom, now you can see it has reoriented itself again, redraws instantly. We're not sitting here waiting for it to re-render. So that's one way you can make a cross section in Danomics. Other way we can make this cross section is we're just going to come here and we can create a database of cross sections. I'm going to say create new, and we'll just call this cross sections here. And all I need to do is create a new cross section. I'm going to call this one East-West 1. And I come over here on my map, right click, say capture, and I can just click well to well here. There we go. All right, and looks like I missed a well over here. I meant to get a couple, so let me grab those. Okay, well now those wells are out on the end here, so I want to move those up to the beginning. So I'm just going to drag those up. So let's do that for those last two wells I picked. And boom, now we've got our reordered cross section here. So you can drag and drop these as you need to, and it looks like I maybe dragged one of them out of order there. I meant to just flip some around there. All right, so pretty easy to do that. Now, what about the actual cross section display that we're looking at? So right here, we've got all our tops. Well, it's in a structural view right now. I want to look at that in stratigraphic view. So I'm going to flatten on my Lewis here. Simple as that. I just choose what I want to flatten on. Boom. It does that flattening. All right. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's say I don't like the color here on my gamma ray. I want to add some more shading. I can just click the settings icons here. Let's say I want to add a new fill. I want to go from, let's say, my curve, which is gamma ray final, to a value, and we're going to go to a value of 80 here, and we're going to make this shading in gold. And now you can see, boom, once again, we've got all this shading right away. I don't really like that color so much. Let me make it a little mellower. All right, instant update there. I want to do something like change curve scales. Let's say I want to do this on my resistivity. I want to draw this from, let's say, 2 ohms to 200. There we go. Really straightforward to do that. Well, what about, if I want to display another template, add a new track? Well, you can do that as well. Let's say I just want to flip over to a triple combo. There we go. We have re-rendered now, and we can see our neutron and density logs as well. So a lot of them don't have it over the shallow section, but if I come here and look at the deeper section, I can see that straight away. So once again, really easy. All right, I'm going to flip back to that gamma ray resistivity. Boom, we've got that drawn again. What about picking tops? Well, let's take a look at that. You can see here I've got this top called the lower Parkman. It's not been picked across all my wells. So I've got a couple options here. If I was just picking it for one well, I might just right click here, say add top, and choose lower Parkman. But since I'm going to be picking this on a bunch of wells, just right click, capture, and now I can just click from well to well and look at that and just building out this cross section here, picking those tops. There we go. Now we've got that lower Parkman picked, and when I'm done picking that, I can just say cancel capture. We can do the same thing with creating new tops as well. Let's say I wanted to create a new top right here at the base of this resistivity break. You say add top, new formation. I'm going to call this the L100, let's say. And once again, I can just say capture L100, and look at that. We can click from well to well here, get those tops in there, super quick. All right, so that's easy. Now you're probably saying, hey, what about making a second cross section on here? Well, no problem. Let's say I want to make now a north-south cross section. I'm going to call this north-south 1. Okay, and oh, where'd my other cross section go? Let me display all my cross sections. Let me now come here, say capture north-south 1, and once again, I can just click well to well. And as I'm doing this, it is building this cross section out, so you can see it's rendering it as soon as I add the wells. Now I've got this new cross section. You can see it's already got my template applied from last time. It's got my tops on there. So once again, I can continue to do this. And if I want to switch back and forth between cross sections, it's really just a matter of clicking back and forth. There we go. It's a super easy process to change those cross sections. You can also come here and select them from the drop-down menu. All right, hope that shows you how easy it is to make a cross section here in Danomics. If you want to learn more, you can check out our website. It's www.danomics.com, or you can send me a message through the website or on LinkedIn. Thanks.